ESPN has officially launched its all-in-one direct-to-consumer app. For the first time ever, fans can subscribe directly to ESPN without paying for a cable or live TV streaming bundle.
In this ESPN Unlimited review, we're covering everything you need to know. The cost and plans, what's included, a full walkthrough of the app, who has authentication access, and most importantly, who this service is really for.
First up, let's talk about pricing and plans. ESPN's new service has two tiers. ESPN Unlimited for $29.99 per month or $299.99 per year. This includes all 12 ESPN linear networks: ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, SEC and ACC networks, ESPN on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus, ESPN3, SECN Plus, and ACCNX. You also get studio shows, originals, and access to about 47,000 live events annually.
And Variety reported that WWE premium live events are arriving 4 months earlier than initially planned and will start being available on ESPN Unlimited starting September 20th, 2025. On top of that, if Disney's pending deal with the NFL clears, you'll eventually see NFL Network and NFL Red Zone integrated directly into the app, making the content available through Unlimited significantly more valuable than what you get through ESPN Select.
Speaking of ESPN Select, at time of recording, this plan costs $11.99 per month or $119.99 per year. This is essentially ESPN Plus rebranded and includes about 32,000 live events and original programming, but not the flagship ESPN channels.
If you are already an ESPN Plus subscriber, you'll still have access to all of that content within the new ESPN app. You essentially become an ESPN Select subscriber.
To make Unlimited more appealing, ESPN is offering an introductory bundle. Sign up annually and you'll also get ad-supported Disney Plus and Hulu for free for the first 12 months. After that, the price resets to the then current monthly retail cost, which at time of recording is $35.99 per month for the ad-supported bundle or $44.99 per month for the premium plan, which gives you Disney Plus content ad-free.
Beyond that, ESPN has two big sports bundles rolling out. We'll cover those in a minute, after we show you what it's like to use the app and review some of its included features.
Yeah, but before we do that, we need to quickly cover authentication access. Amidst the news dump that Disney released about the NFL gaining a 10% equity stake in it in exchange for ESPN taking ownership of certain NFL media assets, some news came out that not everyone will be able to access ESPN Unlimited, even if they have ESPN channels through a pay TV provider. So let's cover who has access and who doesn't. At launch, if you already subscribe to ESPN through Charter, Spectrum, DirecTV, Hulu Live, Fubo, or Verizon Fios, you can authenticate into ESPN Unlimited at no extra cost.
But if your provider is Comcast Xfinity, YouTube TV, Dish, Sling, or Cox, you won't be able to authenticate ESPN Unlimited at time of recording. Disney says it's working on deals, but some renewals won't happen until 2026.
So keep a close eye on your subscriptions, otherwise you could accidentally double pay. Now let's take a look at what it's like to use the new ESPN app. We like that when you first open the app, the home screen spotlights what's live now. Over on the left menu, there are just a few options: Search, Home, Films and Shows, Browse, and Settings.
The Browse function is helpful because it filters content by featured, sport, league, and channels. It can save you some time versus scrolling through everything on the home screen.
Speaking of the home screen, there are multiple rows of tiles displaying live shows and games by category, followed by rows of multi-view content, recently added, recommended for you, and more. You can quickly tell which games are available in multi-view by browsing thumbnails that are divided into 2, 3, or 4 screens. After that, you'll see rows of content by league, sport, and more.
Each thumbnail shows the channel source, like ESPN, ESPN2, or SEC Network, for example, so you know where it's coming from. Below that, you'll see rows like Also Live, Best of Studio Shows, Upcoming, and by sport or league.
And then, all the way buried toward the bottom is your Continue Watching row, followed by Conferences and Channels. We'd like to see much of this content move towards the top, where it's easier to find.
Most definitely. We'd also like to see a live channel guide. This is a glaring oversight and something ESPN needs to integrate into its next update of the app. You shouldn't have to go through channels to see what's live. A guide that's accessible from the left menu is a simple way to make it easier for people to find what they want to watch quickly.
Yeah, and if you're used to using the ESPN app in the past to access ESPN Plus content, the new ESPN app will feel very familiar. It's not a huge upgrade from what it was. While that can be helpful, there are a few features like a live guide that it's missing that we'd like to see added.
Definitely. Clicking on anything brings up the option to resume or restart. For live content, you can choose to join live or start from the beginning. For now at least, this is as close as you're going to get to a DVR with ESPN Unlimited. Some other things we'd like to see them add are the ability to create a watch list, set reminders for live content, and incorporate a DVR to record at least a minimal amount of content.
We like the inclusion of short clips in categories like related videos. You can tell that this is ESPN's attempt to provide YouTube-like content, short videos that capture key points in studio conversations, news updates, or plays across sports. In our testing, each one started with a 15 or 30-second ad and then played ad-free. And that was true even with longer clips that spanned multiple minutes or even up to 20-ish minutes.
Speaking of ads, let's talk about what to expect with them on ESPN Unlimited. It's critical to keep in mind that much of this content is live TV, so there are going to be ads. Live events come with the same commercial breaks you'd see on cable.
If you fast forward, the timeline shows you where ad breaks are. Some breaks play fully, others skip straight to the next segment, and studio snippets autoplay into the next suggested clip, but you'll get another ad first.
And during live games, an ad timer box shows in the top right corner telling you how long until play resumes. Now let's talk about some of the additional features in ESPN Unlimited. One of the first things you'll notice is a new feature called Stream Center. ESPN describes Stream Center as a smart hub where you can manage everything you want to stream across devices. You can use it to sync stats and alerts while watching live games and manage which device you watch on, so on a phone or a TV.
To use Stream Center, you'll need to be logged in to the ESPN app on both your TV and device with the same account. This should work for ESPN Select subscribers as well.
A notification will appear on your TV screen in the upper left corner prompting you to open the ESPN app on your phone to sync devices for stats and streaming controls. We did that while watching a Red Sox-Yankees game, and it brought up Gamecast, box score, play-by-play, and pitch information that updated live while the game was unfolding on TV.
You'll also see the option to watch on your streaming device or smart TV or your mobile device, making it easy to switch between devices.
We know people are on their phones while they watch TV, so this feels like a smart integration from ESPN. However, we did encounter some glitches during our testing of the feature. There were times the prompt did not appear to launch Stream Center even though we were logged into the app on our phone and TV and on the same Wi-Fi network, so we'd like to see ESPN put some attention on it to help it run more smoothly.
Another positive feature in the app are the daily personalized Sports Center recaps that are tailored to your favorite teams. We tried them and enjoyed them as they provided news tailored to our interests in roughly 5 or 6 minutes.
You can also access catch-up to live highlights so you can quickly see what you missed before rejoining live action.
From a computer or tablet, there are tabs for fantasy stats and betting odds through ESPN Bet in eligible states. On a TV, you can use the settings to turn off betting integration, which may be helpful for younger viewers or if you just don't want that in your app experience. You can also manage what kind of alerts you receive from the interactive alerts section of the settings menu. You can choose to turn off or on interactive alerts, fantasy celebration alerts, and betting celebration alerts. And you can turn off live sports scores if you don't want a surprise to be spoiled.
Overall, we were relatively satisfied with the user interface and experience. ESPN has clearly built a strong foundation, but there's absolutely room for refinement. Let's touch briefly on a few other features, namely streaming quality, simultaneous screens, and compatible devices. Early reports are indicating that streaming quality is up to 1080p and audio quality is standard 2.0, so no huge upgrade from the former ESPN Plus experience, and you can stream on up to 3 devices at a time according to ESPN for most content including on-demand shows and live events.
You can stream on pretty much anything with a screen, including mobile devices, streaming sticks, Fire and Android TVs, iOS mobile devices, Kindle Fire tablets, Xbox, PS4 and PS5, and tvOS.
Now let's quickly discuss those bundles we mentioned earlier, as they could add value for sports fans. On September 3rd, ESPN Unlimited with NFL Plus Premium will be available for $39.99 per month. This includes NFL Network, NFL Red Zone, plus everything else NFL Plus offers. It's time to release just before the NFL season begins, and could work for fans who don't want to wait for the Fox One bundle.
On October 2nd, ESPN Unlimited with Fox One will be available for $39.99 per month, covering most ESPN and Fox college football and NFL games in one place.
Both bundles are compelling, but they don't cover everything. You'll still need an antenna for your local ABC station, and either an antenna, live TV subscription, or streaming services like Peacock and Paramount Plus Premium for NBC and CBS games.
So now that we've gone through bundles, pricing, what's included, and the app itself, let's answer the big question. Who should actually get this? If you're an SEC football fan, love Monday Night Football, the NBA, or WWE, this app could be a good choice for you, especially if you've been paying for a pricey live TV streaming service or cable subscription just for ESPN content.
For NFL fans, ESPN and NFL Plus Premium bundle could be a smart play because it adds Red Zone, NFL Network, and all NFL Plus features for $40 per month at time of recording. And it's a $5 savings from buying each of them separately.
But if you're more into Big 12 or Big 10 coverage, you'll still need Fox One or a live service like Hulu Live, YouTube TV, or Fubo.
And remember, even the ESPN Plus Fox One bundle won't cover everything. You'll still need an antenna for ABC and Peacock or Paramount Plus Premium for NBC and CBS games.
Bottom line, ESPN has taken a huge step, but it's not a one-stop shop. You still need to think through how much of what you want to watch is available on ESPN Unlimited, and be strategic with your streaming spending.
All right, let's wrap this up with our final thoughts. Is the new ESPN Unlimited app worth it?
At $29.99 per month at time of recording, ESPN Unlimited is a historic move, giving direct access to ESPN's full lineup without cable. Add in bundles with NFL Plus Premium or Fox One, and it's a flexible option for serious sports fans.
But for some people, it's not enough on its own. You'll still need other subscriptions or an antenna for full coverage.
ESPN has finally leapt into streaming. It's messy, expensive, and imperfect, but it's also groundbreaking.
Let us know what you think in the comments. Will you try ESPN Unlimited, bundle it with NFL Plus or Fox One, or keep your current setup?
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get all our latest news and reviews when they drop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.